During a police encounter, if people ask for a supervisor, they expect some sort of accountability and resolution, but that's not what happens when the supervisor arrives. Our first example is all about Matthew Krueger and Manuel Mata. Their body cams were activated very late during this interaction, so I'm going to read to you what it said in the affidavit written by Matthew Krueger. I called out to the suspect, "Hey man, come here." The suspect continued to walk southbound while looking over his shoulder at us. I called again for the suspect to come here, while Cardenas yelled, "Police, stop." The suspect stopped and took a bladed stance with his right side towards us, and his hands were in his pockets. The suspect began to walk forward again, and I ordered him to stop. Due to the suspect's prior behavior indicating he might have a weapon, is not compliant to our commands, and his targeting gaze, I feared that he may produce a weapon to use it against us. I pointed my firearm at the suspect and ordered him to remove his hands, which he finally complied. And the body cams were activated. And here's what happens next. This is a different officer's body cam showing Krueger pointing the gun at Manuel Mata and having to be talked down.
What's your name and badge number? Who are you? Take him down. What are y'all doing? For what? For what? Tell me what y'all putting me in handcuffs for.
Hey, right now he's been detained, okay?
No, he's under arrest. For what?
You walked across the street where there was not a crosswalk. That is the reason that we're contacting you.
He's under arrest for resistance. I'm sorry.
The crosswalk's right there.
Matthew Krueger decides to put him under arrest for jaywalking and evading arrest. Here that is again.
Arrest for resistance. I'm sorry.
The crosswalk's right there.
We move him to a very secluded area to wait for the supervisor Manuel had asked for. And here's what happens when the supervisor arrives. And this is the view from the supervisor's camera.
This is how.
What's your name and badge number?
It's
Is your body camera on?
Yep, got it going, brother.
So they're arresting me for crossing the street at a corner.
Okay, so I came over here to tell you what I know. Okay, what they told me. Okay.
No, I'm telling you what I did, sir. I crossed the street at a corner.
Okay.
I was right there at that corner. I crossed the street.
Okay.
Both times.
Okay, so what I was told is that you cross the street where there is no crosswalk, which is basically jaywalking, right?
Wow, no. Jaywalking is between two traffic lights.
Okay, so it is also where there is crosswalk provided.
Well, then give me my ticket then.
Okay, so
Can you please give me my ticket?
it depends on what the officer's going to do. He's got.
Why does it depend on what the officer's going to do? Aren't you the supervisor?
Can you please give me my ticket?
It depends on what the officer's going to do. He's got.
I didn't understand what was going on. They told me get on the ground and talk about weapons.
Okay.
If they would have explained to me, I wouldn't have did nothing. I didn't resist. I didn't do anything.
So when they said stop, police, and you kept walking.
Yeah, no, I did not.
You didn't?
I did not. No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. When he said stop, police, I turned around. I didn't know what was happening because I had a flashlight. When he said put my hands on my head, I did.
Okay.
And then that's when I asked for a supervisor. What is going on? I did not know.
Okay. So I'm explaining to you what they told me, what I know. Okay. I wasn't.
Can I have my ticket then, please?
So there.
Because it's not jaywalking. There's no traffic light.
It's also evading.
No, how was I?
Because they told you stop.
I did, sir. I did.
Okay. Well, I can only go by what the officers are telling.
They're lying.
Okay. Well, that's something that you get to fight in court.
Wow. Can I have my ticket, please?
They're as far as I know, they're taking you to jail.
For what?
I already told you.
For crossing the street at a sidewalk.
And not listening to them to stop when they said, please stop.
No, I did. I turned exactly around. When I heard them yell, hey, stop, freeze, police, I turned around, sir.
Okay. I'm just telling you what they told me. Right? I can only go by what my officer told me.
No, you can't.
I can't?
Because your job is to protect my rights as a citizen, sir.
Absolutely.
Exactly, and that's what you're not doing. Your job is to investigate what they're lying about, because I'm telling you they're lying.
How can I investigate it right now without just doing what I'm doing?
But do the right thing. Give me my ticket so I can leave.
So hear me
Do
out.
the right thing, sir. I did not resist. I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
That's why I turned around.
Okay.
I'm not here to cause problems or anything.
I didn't say you were.
Can I have my ticket, sir? Please. You're the supervisor. You have the authority to do that. You do.
If it was just for jaywalking.
I did not resist. I did not evade, sir. I made it across the street all the way down here.
Okay, so from my understanding,
If I did that, whenever I crossed the street, why didn't they yell at me as soon as I was doing it?
when did they yell?
When I was right here, sir, at this where that car right there is, that's just right there.
The patrol car?
Yes, right behind it, inside of that where that driveway is. That's where they stopped me.
Okay. All right. Well, let me talk to them some more. Figure out more what's going
Man,
on.
come on, man! Don't do this to me, dude.
Do you want me to figure it out or not? I mean, I could
I'm
just.
asking you.
I could just
even
end it.
them do the right thing. I just didn't understand what was going on, and they didn't explain. They acted like I had a weapon.
Okay. So you
For
didn't.
crossing the street.
So like you didn't understand what's going on. I'm trying to understand. I have to talk.
Well,
Right?
man, but you're already telling me that they're right and I'm wrong.
I didn't say that. I said I can only
You
go
said-
off what they're telling.
Exactly, and I'm explaining to you. I didn't know they were. If they were standing way over there, how did I make it half a block,
Okay,
sir?
you're trying to do what we do in court.
No. I'm asking you to do the right thing, do the sensible thing, because I didn't commit a crime.
the
I
sensible
committed
thing-
a traffic offense, if y'all want to put it like
Here.
that, which is a civil
Are you
violation.
gonna let me talk, or are you just gonna talk?
Man, look, I already asked. Please give me a ticket and let me go about my business.
Okay,
I will
yes.
leave.
Okay, you asked. I'll be back.
This supervisor did not provide any sort of resolution, any kind of accountability whatsoever. That's because loyalty to fellow officers is paramount, and that's why we distrust the police. Oh yeah, and this case got dismissed because Manuel Mata did not jaywalk and he did not evade. In our next example, Curtis Clark asked for the supervisor not so much because of the tickets he was receiving, but because of the way the officers at the scene treated him, made fun of him, and used a condescending tone on him, and basically gave him no respect. Here's a little taste of that.
Oh, I can laugh. You know why? Because you're treating me like a joke.
I'm not treating you like a joke. I'm trying
So
to
you
figure out
are
what-
the joke.
You've got a
you
tag
get
which I've
that?
never seen before.
Do you
You're
understand
not
that,
gonna tell me who
officer?
you are.
Just leave me alone.
Hey, I'm just trying. Why are you shaking, man?
Why am I shaking? Get back.
I'm not getting back.
No, get back with what you're saying.
No, why are you shaking?
Yeah, have some respect. You see the sticker back there?
Which sticker?
Get back.
The sticker doesn't say get back.
Now you're being stupid.
I'm just trying to figure out what you're doing here. Hey, good news.
Why am
my
I
sergeant
shaking?
is
Get
right
out of
there.
here.
Dude, you're shaking like a leaf, man.
So?
Do you have a warrant for your arrest I don't know about that we're going to find out about?
Get out of here.
No, I'm not getting out of here right now.
You're disgusting.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry you are that way.
Finally, the supervisor has arrived on the scene.
Sergeant, what's your name?
Sergeant Cunningham,
Sergeant
the
Cunningham,
Fort Worth Police Department. How can I help
Fort
you?
Worth Police Department. I'm just on my way home. I'm trying to figure out why they're harassing me. I want to go home.
They
And
observed a traffic violation.
what was the traffic violation?
The failure of the lights are not working properly,
That wasn't
and
that.
unreadable
they-
license plate.
That's not
temporary
what
tag.
she said when she got here. And the brakes work. You only need 2 reflectors in Texas.
No, that's not true.
I can look. I can pull it up on
Okay.
ADOT right now,
Go ahead.
or on Texas
to.
DPS.
That's something that you're free to take to the judge.
All right. If you want to
and
give me
talk
a
about
ticket,
that.
give me the ticket. I'll see you in court.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
It's ridiculous, Sergeant, that you guys are doing this. You can just look it up, can't you?
Look what up.
My plate.
Yes, we can look your plate up.
So then why am I here?
There's multiple traffic violations that they observed, so they conducted a traffic
They're,
stop.
they're just adding stuff because they're bad cops. They're
Okay.
playing on
That's fine. You can have your
some
opinion about
malicious
that.
stuff. It's
Okay.
not an opinion. It's all on video.
That's fine.
It's it's able to be realized.
Okay.
All
right.
It's not cool, Sergeant. I think you should work on your subordinates, and it might say something about you if you're letting this happen, Sergeant.
Okay, so what you're saying is that if there are traffic violations, that my officer should overlook those.
Yes, Sergeant.
Okay, so
No,
we should
that's
overlook-
not what I'm saying,
Okay.
Sergeant. Don't patronize me.
I'm just curious.
No,
So if
Sergeant,
there's a
you know
traf-
what's going on,
if there's a
Sergeant.
traffic violation. should we
What's
say
the
that?
traffic violation? Look it up. Let me pull it up right now. If I pull it up right now and I prove that it's not illegal, are you still going to give me the ticket?
I'm not issuing you a citation.
You're the sergeant.
That's right. I'm not. I didn't.
You're the sergeant. Don't play me like that. I was in the Marine Corps. I know how it works. And you're going to play it like that? Shame on you. You're the reason they're bad cops, Sergeant. You're the leader.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, I don't feel that way. That's the way it is. And I feel about what is the way it is because it's a fact. Sergeant,
Okay.
This is shameful. Shame on you, Sergeant. See that. You know, you see what's happening to our country, don't you? And you're just gonna go along with it, right? Why? Why, Sergeant? Because your ego's in the way? Why?
I don't have an ego about this whole traffic stop. I'm not invested in it whatsoever.
Sergeant, that's not good enough.
Okay.
That's not good enough, Sergeant.
So what would you like done? What is the issue that you have with what my officer?
I have an issue with me doing nothing illegal, going home. I went to go get some In-N-Out.
Okay.
And you're gonna stop me and harass me? He's gonna laugh at me like that? No. That is shameful. You don't do that to citizens, especially veterans that protect this country. Foreign and abroad. Current or veteran. You don't do that to people. Veteran or not. Respect, keep us safe. What is this terrorizing your own people? What is that shit? I didn't serve for that, for you to do that, and he's saying I can't be a cop. No, I can't, not like this. I couldn't serve under you, Sergeant. What's that shit? You see it, don't you? Stop it. Be the change, Sergeant. You lead them. I'm serious.
What would you like for us to do for you tonight?
I want to go home.
Okay. As soon as they finish conducting the traffic stop, you'll be able to go home.
Shame on you,
You
Sergeant.
haven't identified yourself, so they're having issues with
I
that.
did. I already gave her my license.
Okay. So they're just doing a standard check to make sure that you don't have any warrants and your driver's license is valid.
I don't have warrants, do I?
I don't know. I've been
It doesn't take
talking
that
with you.
long. They should go ask them.
Okay. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Change.
Okay.
Do better.
Here's our third example. And again, all people want when they ask for a supervisor is some sort of accountability and resolution, and they're hoping that the supervisors are knowledgeable and they know what they're doing, and maybe know the law a little bit better than the officers. In this situation, John pulled over to ride out a storm. He was reading a book in his car when officers knocked on his window and demanded his ID, and he refused. When the supervisor arrived, instead of saying, "Well, guys, you have no reasonable or articulable suspicion of a crime, let him go," that's not what happened. He sent the officers in to solicit a trespass. Trespassing laws require that a person enters a property with knowledge, knowing he should not be there. But John had not trespassed, and not providing your ID is not a standalone crime. It is not obstruction. I think the supervisor knows this, but he just wants that ID. This is the actual supervisor talking to John.
Yeah, they want to bar him.
You want to bar him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you the nature of our investigation.
Here's the thing, they want to bar you from the property. Okay, that's on them. That's their right to do. So in order to do that, at this point in time, it is a criminal trespass warning. Okay, it's not an arrest. However, it is something where we do need your ID so that we can fill out the paperwork and officially make it that you are barred from this property. Okay, so at this point in time, because they want to do that, we are going to need your ID.
Okay, I just need to fully understand what's going on. So I parked my car here during the rain. They called you, I don't know exactly when, but when you guys arrived, you asked for my ID. Mm-hmm. I refused to give my ID because I didn't believe I did anything wrong. But now you went to the manager or whoever this person is, and they are asking for a bar. I just trying to explain.
They're trespassing you from the
Trespass
property.
warning. So what they're doing is they are barring you. They are trespassing you from the property, which means if you return back here, then you will be arrested for trespass. Okay. So for that process, we will need your ID. Okay.
So just so I understand, they're asking me to leave.
No, they're telling you you're not back allowed on this property. They're making an official report and documenting that you're not allowed on this property.
Okay, I haven't been here before.
It doesn't matter, sir.
I'm just trying to
No,
understand.
you keep on trying to string it
You say
along.
you keep trying to understand, but we're explaining to you the process.
And you just keep on going in circles.
So,
We're not going to keep
and
doing
you
this.
keep going back to the point that we've already explained. All right. So here's the thing: we get your ID, we put it in the system, we trespass you from the property. You're on your way. You're never going to return here again, so it's not going to be a problem for you, right?
I wasn't planning to come back.
So we make it official, and we move on, and that's that. That's the end of it right there.
So,
Okay.
Sir, I was not planning to come back here.
Okay.
So
Okay, but we have to make it official still
That's
for
great.
their request. Now, if you don't like that, you can call into corporate and you can complain about that.
I don't know what this company is.
It's Murphy's.
Okay.
Okay, it's the Murphy's gas station.
Okay.
But right now, the people that are on site, who are the ones that have the authority to do that, that's what they want to do. Okay, so we're going to move forward with that process.
All right, we're gonna go to jail. All right, put your hands on your back, please. Thank you.
Don was correct about the law, but he still took the arrest, and I'm sure he will sue this department, as he has sued others. This just proves that this is another reason why Americans distrust the police, proving again that loyalty to fellow officers is paramount over citizens' rights. Thanks for watching, everyone.